For Lothric Castle, there's actually no rings in the first section, so you don't need to worry about that until you get to that bonfire, where you come up here and there's the two giant dragons, which from there, if you already killed them, you don't need to worry about this, but if you haven't killed them, then you want to drop off the left side of the bridge there and go through this way, so that way you can avoid being burnt to a crisp. And you want to drop down and run through here, and you want to go up and around. Again, if you've already killed them, don't need to worry about that, and you kill the first one right there, along with opening the gate up there and to the left. Now, when it comes to the rings, after killing the first one, you see this item, and then you can drop down here, and you can get yourself the life ring +2, which, weirdly enough, is the only +2 ring you can get in New Game +1, which is very strange, and I have no idea why they did it, but that puts you back at the bonfire. And from there, you should have killed the dragon and opened the gate, or at least the first one, and that allows you to just run straight on through here. And there are some knights, there are some guys in cloaks that give them buffs, and honestly, you can just run past them if you want, and you can go through here, and right there's the boss. Or if you go over here, you can look down and kill the second. I think they're wyverns. And from there, you can run up, and on the right side, you'll get the second ring, Dark Stoneplate Ring +1. And from there, you can drop down again, and just a loop on through. There's a lot of looping back in this area, and a lot of big drops, so I'd encourage putting on the Silver Cat Ring and maybe something for stamina regen. But you come out here, you go through, you get the red Tearstone Ring, and then you can drop through here, and again, massive chunk of your health if you don't have the Silver Cat Ring. So that is absolutely a lifesaver when going through here. But you can also get the Thunderstone Plate Ring +2. Now there's two Lothric Knights here, so when going through, might want to kill them if you don't want to drop directly onto two knights. But that would be the third and fourth ring in the area, and one last time of running through the same section again, and running past the boss again. And normally that's not open, and so you have to go around and go up here, up this ladder, and might want to watch out because there's a guy with a great axe and two guys with exploding bolts, and you want to drop down here, and this is where you can get the fifth and final ring, the Knight's Ring. And from there, you can turn this corner, you can get yourself a shortcut, and you can go through the boss, and I'll see you on the other side for the Grand Archives. So, after defeating Dragon Slayer armor, you go up the stairs, and you get to this bonfire, to the Grand Archives. Go through this door, take a right, and throughout this area, there's going to be a crystal sage that you'll have to deal with, but I believe in you. If you've gotten to New Game Plus 2, New Game Plus 3, you should know how to deal with them. And there are also little puddles of wax that you can dump your head in to help you get through the area a bit. There are these things that pop out of the ground and walls. Those things. They do a bit of damage and build up curse. And that allows you to get through that. Now, from here, you pull the lever. And that allows you to get the Scholar Ring. The first of 5 in this area. Now, we are going to, at the end, be going through and getting one ring that is very expressly not in this area. But it has a little bit to do with this. Now, there's a shortcut there. Now, the reason why I dipped my head there is because for the second ring, we're gonna have to go through some of those cursed claws. The demon hands. And I get to see the Fleshbite Ring. I believe you can make it through without doing that, but outside of a weird visual, there's not really any reason not to. Because, to my knowledge, it doesn't affect any of your stats. But from here, you can just drop down onto this. And you might want to put on the slumbering Dragoncrest Ring, or walk to get past him, or just kill him. There's another shortcut there, and from there you can go outside. And there are 3 hostile NPCs that can make for a bit of a tricky encounter, but you got this. There's another shortcut, and from here there are 2 ways to go. If you go forward, there's a long path and the boss. You're gonna need to beat the boss. But before that, you can take a left and go over here. And in this little area, there are 3 rings. And none of them are really that difficult to get. But there is a tiny bit of platforming, so keep an eye out for that. Now, the first of the 3 is the Hunter's Ring. Then you drop down, turn around. Grab the Lingering Dragoncrest Ring plus 2. Drop down, turn around. And then you can just keep on dropping down. And there's going to be a few miscellaneous things around here that we don't really care about. But once you drop down, there's going to be a little guy shooting you with projectiles. Once you get onto that level, you want to go off into this back corner here where you can grab yourself the Sage Ring plus 1. And then we're going to head back to Firelink Shrine. Because after beating the boss in this area, you will get your final, like, Cinders of Ash. Or Ashes of a Lord. And it's only after that, then you can place them all down, do a cutscene, and then that'll get our friend here to die, and you can switch actions to pick up the Skull Ring. And I feel like for a lot of people, this is probably going to be the last ring you get, at least out of all the new game rings, because you need to beat the second to final boss to get it. But there's only one more area to go, so yeah.